Food markets only.
Meet Susie Smart, she is so bright. On her blackboard you can write. She has a desk, she has a seat. What's your name, my darling sweet?
My name is Susie Smart.
She can talk!
She can talk, but can she add?
2 plus 2 is 4. Cat, C-A-T.
You can spell!
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how
You recite!
Press the button, she says a dozen things, complete with desk, blackboard, and seat. Susie Smart, sold at food markets only.
What's this stuff? Some cereal. It's supposed to be good for you. Did you try it? I'm not going to try it. You try it. I'm not going to try it. Let's get Mikey. Yeah. He won't eat it. He hates everything. He likes it. Hey, Mikey.
Well, good evening, everybody. What day are we on? Oh, Dazed 11. After 10, I'm not sure anymore. I can't believe that. Let me see who's here that hasn't jerked my chain yet. It's been a day, folks. You don't want to mess with me today. You really don't. But it's also been a good day. Hello, Leanne Crawford. Lucky James Eller is here. I believe I saw the new Marshall. Yep. New Marshall in town is in town. David, my favorite canned ham canum. Mike DeGreek. DJ Play Nice. Hi, DJ. Welcome back. We're going to start out with mail call. Yeah. We're going to start out with mail call. And we're going to start out with, guess who? Everybody's favorite person, if I can find it, Miss Leanne Crawford. I got a package today from Miss Leanne. And it's got a couple of real cool things in it. Now, one of them I'm just going to show you. And the other one I will actually wear on the Epiphany program, which is the day after tomorrow. I have a cracker in my mouth. I'm sorry. I found some white cheddar Cheez-Its at the Dollar Tree today. And I like them, but I don't like to buy the great big box because then I'll just sit here and dig out on them. See if I can get my stuff lined up here. Miss Leanne crochets, and she made me a couple little things and sent them off to me. This first one, when I get my little studio set up in Michigan, and we'll talk about that in a minute. This will definitely be somewhere in the setup. Check this out. Let me see if I can get it turned the right way. And I'm gonna have to. We got a duck. Leanne made me a duck. We have an official channel duck. And right now he's gonna hang in the middle of my. I have a one of those circle lamp things, lights here. I don't have it on right now, but see that hook? We're gonna put Mr. Duck on the hook. But yeah, Leanne made me a duck. It's so cute. And it fits perfect right in the center. So that's probably where where it's going to get to live. See if I can. There we go. I'll have to. There. Needed to go on before the light. Once he hangs up a little bit, he'll get uncurled from being in the P.O. box. But how cute is that? Oh, thank you, Leanne. That made my day. I opened it sitting in the parking lot at the post office. So, and then the other thing she made me, and by the way, I needed this big safety pin too. Thank you. The other thing she made is, it's got a little note on it that said, I wanted you to stay warm in Michigan. I crocheted you an ear warmer headband. I hope it helped you in the cold. And here's my headband. And it's really, really cute. And I'm going to wear it. Can't really see it too well under here, but I'm going to wear it on the Epiphany show. That's going to be one of the epiphanies. I'm actually going to come on camera. I absolutely love this kind of stuff. My mom did crochet and knitting and quilting, and I have no talent for any of those. I can quilt a little bit, but I have no talent for those kind of things. I can do absolutely fabulous embroidery, or at least I could. And y'all know I make Christmas ornaments and jewelry and that kind of stuff. But the hand, and I can sew, but I can't crochet at all. I am useless at it. And part of it is because my aunt tried to teach me, and I loved my Aunt Vesta. I talk about my Aunt Vesta sometimes. She was kind of like a second mom. And the thing is, though, my Aunt Vesta was left-handed. Yeah, the duck was kind of rolled up they rolled the package up and stuck it in my P.O. box. And so he's got to hang up there and flatten out a little bit, because he's kind of curled up, probably cowering in the corner trying to stay away from you guys when you get in the pool with him. Now, speaking of ducks and duck races and pools and that kind of thing, some of you can't get the messages on the community tab. And boy, I put one up there today, I'll tell you what. I went very briefly because I wanted to go over and check the progress of the view hours. So while I'm in there, I went into the manage your channel section, and what did I see? I whenever I go in there, I always look to see if I have gotten any copyright notices, because I mean, I get some funny ones. I get, when I was using question mark and the Mysterians material in my metal detecting videos, which I haven't done for a while, but I have permission to use all that material. Yes, it's copyrighted, but it's copyrighted to us. I work with the band. I have written confirmation that I can use that material, and yet every time I do, I get a little notice, and then I have to write them back and say, "Excuse me, you know, got permission on file. I work with this band." Because there's a couple of songs of theirs I like to use. One of them for my metal detecting that I like to use is called "Can You Dig It?" So anyway, I'm always checking to make sure I don't have any strikes, and I've never had a copyright strike. I've had a little warning or something. Today I'm in there and I'm going down the list, and this isn't a copyright, warning or anything. This was a completely freaking blocked the entire live stream video worldwide. Well, as I dug into it a little further, turns out one of my least favorite entertainment enterprises, which is Sony, turns out they have people around the world now buying up things that were formerly released in the public domain by their original authors. And so initially it looked like it was just this little German group. And turns out this little Sony Entertainment. Well, I think that's getting a little carried away. Here's what they blocked me for. Remember last night we had a duck race, a Santa race, and an emoji race. Well, the emoji race, all of those races come from the same website. I don't screen the music on that website. That's their job. But isn't that a little harsh for a 1.5, 2-minute duck race to ban somebody's video worldwide? I'm going to make a separate video about it. Maybe I can make that go, make that one go viral about how it was like, 2 minutes and 38-second race got my 2-hour live stream banned worldwide, and it wasn't even music that I put in there. Oh my goodness. So they gave me all these different options of how I can fix it. And I haven't decided which one I'm going to go with yet. Because my editing software isn't even on this computer. It's on my other computer, on my old one, that's already packed up. So I can't get to it right now to go in there, and I absolutely hate YouTube Studio. I have the hardest time using it. So for right now, they've got it set where nobody can watch last night. Oh. So anyway, that kind of wound me up a little bit. Let me see, who else has come in since I started ranting? I should just change the name of this channel to Susie's Soapbox. What's the rant of the night? Okay, let me see. Last person I said hi to was DJ Play Nice. So that means I gotta say hi to William E., Mike the Greek, Kevin. Hi, Kevin. Oh, that's not somebody else. Obel. Hi, Obel. Mike Cherise. Jackalope heard nest Fleabag. Jenna. Patty Disharoo. Let's see what. On the phone with a dog rescue, trying to help two dogs that were dumped. Oh, I hate it when people dump animals. I just want to slap them. I want to take them out in the woods and dump them. Oh, people do that all the time. At my sister's, there's now a cat rescue out there because so many people have gone out to that part of the county and just dumped kitties. Remember we raised money a while back for the cat rescue, the Feline Funny Farm. That's because of people dumping animals. It just infuriates me. Hi, Bart Cubbins. Be happening. Well, thank you for trying to help them, Patty. That I hate that. When I lived down in Georgia, we had people. Our apartments were like the last thing on the edge of town, and people would come out there and dump cats. Oh, and it made me so mad, and I would try so hard to help home cats. I did find homes for some of them. Anyway, then this has been a day. I got notified this morning that I needed to go to the drugstores that I use and get these written printouts of all of the prescriptions that I had to pay over the counter for, the things my insurance doesn't cover. So now I've gone into this one before, and they're both chains. It's not like they're, mom and pop things. So I go into the first one, and I have this letter all typed out saying, that I give them permission to fax the information to the apartments in Michigan, because we're down to, here's the things that I need to be approved, or as of this morning, I need it in order to be ready to move in. I need these statements from 2 drugstores. I need a copy of my cat's vaccination record. And I need a statement from the bank. And I need the reference from where I live now. So that was the things she gave me to do this morning. And so while I was out, I said, okay, I'm going to go by the coin store. Let's see if I was going to see if they had the little plastic boxes that I wanted, and I was going to see if I could make this trade with the dude. Well, as you guys know, I have told you, I'm not crazy about the coin store because it just bothers me that on the sign it has gold and silver, and then right underneath it, funeral flowers. And I'm kind of in the back of and that's got like DVDs and games and all this stuff. But when I see that gold and silver followed by funeral flowers, I always wonder where they're getting the gold and silver. Like, are they killing these people off and getting it? But anyway, I was going to go see if they had what I needed. And they were closed because had a note on the door that said they were at a funeral. Well, I know they probably weren't at a funeral because of somebody they know dying. They were there doing funeral flowers. And it was really cold. But anyway, so couldn't do that. So I go to this first drugstore. I've got the permission paper all filled out for them to fax the 2 pages over to Michigan. My daddy had a gold tooth right in the front, and I'm kind of I mentioned that not too long ago. Anyway, so I get in this drugstore and I picked up a prescription, and then I explained to the girl what I needed to do. And I've done this before, so I know this chain has the capability to make the printout. Oh, well, we can't do that. We can make the printout, but all it's going to tell you is what drugs you got. It doesn't tell you which ones you had to pay for and which ones you didn't. You're going to have to call our corporate office for that. Okay, that's news to me, but so I went down the street to the other one that I had to do, and I gave the lady the letter, and she said, well, I cannot fax it for you, but I can give it to you, and then you can email it to them or whatever. So I got that one. And then I talked to my brother, and I told him, hey, I'm going to go down to the storage, get a bunch of boxes out of the way down there, empty boxes, bring them home, keep some of them to pack in. I saved too many boxes, and throw the rest of them in the dumpster. So I no sooner tell my brother that, and I'm just about to get to the storage, and the office manager at the apartments calls me and says, the lady in Michigan had faxed her the paperwork for my reference for here, and she wanted me to come into the office so she could fill it out. And I'm thinking, oh boy, I'm going to be in trouble, because there was a couple of incidents with the previous management, as many of you know. And ultimately, that's why we have this manager now, because the one I had the incident with is gone. And so was her boss. They got in some big trouble. But I'm thinking, oh God, I've gotten all the way through all this, and now I'm going to get a bad reference and not be able to get my apartment. So I'm freaking out. I go in, and she's just going down the list and checking everything. And then she got to the one about have I ever raised my voice at any of the tenants or the workers? And the answer to that obviously was yes, because I had been written up in the file, but the write-up was so ridiculous. And she said, well, that happened when so-and-so was here. I didn't see it. I know nothing about it. And she checked, nope. Because the other part of that was, it was before they had diagnosed my IgG4 with the growth going in my head. So anyway, she gave me a clear review and faxed it to them right in front of me, so I would know, that she didn't change anything on it. She handed it to me, let me look it over. So it was pretty awesome. That part's done. So now, in the morning, I've got to get a hold of the corporate, well, I got a hold of the corporate office for that other drugstore, and they told me that what this lady told me wasn't true and that it should show up on the report. And I said, well, she won't do the report. She says, no, I have to go through you. So in the morning, I got to get a hold of them and get that filled out, however long that takes. And I'm going to stay on their behind about that. And then we're just waiting on the bank. They just got to verify my income. So that being said, I just barely got to the storage and got the boxes. I have to take the car back tomorrow by noon. But by the time I got to the storage and got the boxes I wanted out of there, and a few things I wanted to bring into the house, it was 4 o'clock and it was like 28 degrees and it was starting to snow. So I got to get up early in the morning and go out there and finish unloading the rental car. And it's going to be like 20 something degrees, but gotta happen. So there you go. So that was my day. Oh, and then I came in, I was bringing the stuff in, and I banged my arm on the automatic door, didn't stay open long enough. So I busted my arm open, dropped my Taco Bell tea and spilled it. There went my treat. So it's been a day. However, I had decided something I wanted to give away. And when I went to, because I'm going to have this one just sent directly from Amazon. And when I went over there, I'm sorry, but I just lost it laughing. And I'm going to show it to you because I saved this page. I just thought it was so funny. Now, what I'm going to give away is the 2024 Red Book, which is basically the coin Bible. I have a 23 and a 68. I love the 68. It's so cool. I found it in the thrift store. Oh, no. We are not going to spill the tea. No, that's not happening today. So anyway, I'm going to give away. Now, this is the 1965 one. But I'm going to give away a 2024. The actual title is A Guidebook of United States Coins. And it's pretty much considered to be the bestest thing ever as far as looking up coins. But I got to show you this. This is an actual page from Amazon. And I want you to look at it and see if you can figure out what cracked me up on this page. Let me get it full sized here. I know it's a little small. I can't make it any bigger, unfortunately. I don't think. Nope. See if you can. see anything on this page that would make me laugh. Hi, furry! Ages 1 and up. You found it, Kevin. Are you believing that? They have the guidebook of United States coins, ages 1 year and up. So I thought, okay, that's the perfect thing for me to be giving away on this channel, honey. Something for ages 1 and up. I want to see this 1-year-old reading this book right here. Be our luck, it'll be the 1-year-old that finds, you know, $100,000 coin. But yeah, are you believing that? Ages 1 and up. Oh my goodness. So I've got the Nightbot fired up. Says there's a dozen of you in here right now. And I'm assuming you're all at least one and up. So if you would like to win a copy of the 2024 Guidebook of United States coins, valued at $15.21 from this vendor. Oh, and rank ages 1 year and up. Feel free to post in the stream. I about lost it when I saw that. That just cracked me up, because I'm telling you, I have seen some folks in the coin community that I'm not sure have passed that 1 year and up yet. Hey, Delbrat! Right under where it says 2024 Spiral Red Book. Ages 1 year and up. I just heard one, William says. That just cracked me up. I don't know what that seller was thinking. Oh my goodness. Because you're not spelling it right, James. Your mama show you. Hang on. It's P-H-E-R-E-O-N. Yeah, it's a weird spelling, and I spell it wrong sometimes. So it's not just you, James. Believe me, I have done the same thing. But yeah, that ages 1 and up thing, that got me. I'm like, really? You thought that was a good way to advertise this book? A 1-year-old would probably eat those coins. Oh, just too funny for me. I saw that like 5 minutes before the show started, and it just cracked me up. And in case you're wondering, I got an Amazon card today or yesterday in the mail from somebody, and so I'm spending the Amazon card a little bit, and I had some left. I'm actually ordering M3 a new kitty carrier, because the one he has is going to be too big to fit in the front of the U-Haul. with 2 people because he has like a big kennel size one. So I went on there to order, look at the ones so I can order one. And then I saw, okay, I'm going to have about this much left over. Let's see if I can find a good price to give away. Pay it forward for the person that's paying for that kennel. And everybody can always use the guidebook. It has good pictures in it. It has good descriptions of the coins. It has the most up-to-date prices. And the first thing I hit is ages 1 year and up. Yeah, there we go. We're getting this. Maybe Patty will win this. I think her granddaughter is 2. So, and Patty's filling up piggy banks for her. So, there we go. I just thought it was funny and wanted to share that one with you because it was the first time I ever saw that. Let me see here. Let's go over to the Nightbot. I think we're in good shape. Yeah, I think everybody's in. And now I'm going to try something here. We're going to go over to the duck race. I'm not going back to that emoji one because I know that one. I know that one's screwed up. But what I want to find out, I can't remember if it was Digging with Deeds or Doug Harding, but one of them sent me a little note saying that I should be able to turn the sound off from within the duck race. And so I'm going to try it with the duck race, not the emoji one, just to see if that works. Because I've never had it violate on it, and I used it last night and it didn't. So we shall see. All right, I got to get everything on the right screen. Now you're playing for that ages 1 year and over coin book. Now I don't know about coin coloring books. That would be a good thing to look for, actually. Let me get out of this one and go over here to the ducky race and bring it up. Get the ad off the page. Here's your standard set of ducks. Okay, there is a little icon up there for the music, so I'm gonna see. First, I'm gonna turn my Christmas music off. I want to turn everything making noise off. Pause that. Go over here to the duck race. Y'all ready to go? Everybody ready for ducking? Time for the ducking race. Here we go. Let's see if that turns the music off or if it turns every sound off. I'll turn it down to 0. And Y'all get to tell me what happens when... Okay, it leaves. Oh, it crashed the whole thing. That was fun. Well, that was really weird. And it wiped out my list. Well, it didn't like that. Let me go copy the list again. That was strange. Shuffle. What does this do? We're just playing. If the race runs all the way to the end, we'll leave it this way. Otherwise, I'll start it again. I'm doing the test with you guys so you can tell me what you are hearing. But yeah, it completely crashed the whole thing. So let's try it again. Okay, now I have complete silence. Can you hear me talking? It definitely killed the music. Okay, then that's the solution, is if I just turn those two things off, I can just run a commentary of my own. Here comes Kevin moving up, just passed up Jenna. Fleabag is hanging on there real tightly to that lead, but here comes Kevin up. New Marshall in town moving up. Bart Cubbins coming in there. Fleabag moving to the back, and Mr. Canham. You better get there. You go. Now you're going the right way. Furry Plants, what's going on? Okie dokie, good. Well, see, I scolded him and he sped up. How about that? We got Mike the Greek. He's just kind of purpling along there, a floating grape. Now it looks like everybody wants to bunch up. There must be something good going on in the middle there. They all got Leanne surrounded. Here comes Michael E. Delbrett was up there very briefly. Now he's moved back. New Marshall and Patty out there on the edge of the pool. Is it more shallow out there? I don't know. Lucky James right in the middle. Jackalope Herd Master. Well, I like that, William. He's got some kind of little digging tool. He's going hunting. There's that flea bag. Up, here comes a bunch right up the middle. Holy cow. Look at Jenna. Jenna came out of nowhere. And the winner of the age 1 and up guidebook for coins for 2024 is Jenna. All right. Good job, Jenna. Jenna, you need to send me your address because this is gonna come to you directly from Amazon, like a little gift. So as soon as you, I've already got it marked. I mean, how could I lose that? That's just too funny. But yeah, if you would send me your mailing address and what you want, I will get that sent out. I don't even have to pay the postage on that one. Jackalope says duck ate too much. Too much duck? Write this down. Put that in the winter box. Winner, chicken dinner. Yeah, the reason I have people do that, Jenna, is because I'm in the middle of, right now especially, is I'm in the middle of moving and I forget things. Like I don't want to forget to order the book. And I want to make absolutely sure I have the address correct because they're going to mail that to you from Amazon. And so we don't want it to get lost because it could happen. Now, I was gonna do quarters tonight, but I didn't even get to tape my book back together or put all the quarters that I dropped on the floor last night back in. Leah, her duck went to my house. Yep, he's staring at me. He's hanging up there, staring at me. So, and also all of the kind of stressy thing that I've been having going on. I'm having a little problem with my AFib tonight. So it just kicked in again, and it's very uncomfortable. Oh, fiddle-dee-dee. I just spilled a whole bunch of jewelry all over the floor. I'm going to try something here. I was going to try this out earlier, and I didn't get to it. But since this computer has more USB slots, I'm going to try something. It may or may not work. Oh, well, I'm a mess. I thought I was doing something right, and I did it wrong. I got something somebody gave me, and I've got to see if it functions. It's not cooperating with me. Most things don't. Well, maybe this is something I should have saved and done tomorrow. Goodness. Yeah, I may have to do this tomorrow. special surprise. Yep, I'm going to have to put this together tomorrow and see. I'm going to set these pieces aside. And I just want to check one thing before I even attempt to put it together. Okay. That's not what I want. Oh, it's not letting me. I'll have to test it tomorrow. We will see. That's that one. If I can make this work. It's going to be a prize. But right now it don't want to work. Might be I got too many devices plugged in. Oh well, let me put that back in the bag and I'll work on that tomorrow. I will tell you, if I can get it to work, it's a dandy prize because it is not quite as fancy as mine, but it's a microscope. Yep, you heard me right, folks. Somebody gave me a microscope, and I gotta test it out, make sure it works. So it will be a slightly used microscope, but still, what a good thing. I have not even had a chance to look at my emails today, Annabelle. I am just had a day. We've done one gift away so far. Now the next one we're gonna do. This actually came from one of our previous car wash quarters shows from about a year ago. This actually went through the car wash, went through the bank, and it's not even from the U.S. But we fished this out of the car wash quarters one night, a 1990, I can't talk tonight, 1999 10 pence from the UK. And it is made of copper and nickel, and Annabelle may correct me if I'm talking out of school. I don't know a lot about British coins, so how would I tell if it's London? But it has the lion on the back with the crown on. And yeah, we got this out of a car wash change machine here in the little town I live in Virginia about a year ago. And I just thought that was cool. I have also pulled French coins out of there, Mexican coins. Yeah, I marked it as a car from the car wash quarters. So that's going to be our next gift away. And let me see, what are we going to do? I got to get rid of our guidebook of U.S. coins. I'm still laughing about that saying age 1 year and up. Okay, let me see. If you want in the drawing, please make sure you have posted something. What does 10 pence equal in like US money? I don't know a whole lot about British money, but somebody passed it off as 25 cents American here down washing their car. I go down to the car wash and I yeah, but what does 10p equal in US money? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Oh, 13 cents. Is what 10 pence would be in US money. So they kind of lost by putting it in there as a quarter, but I'm surprised it even went through as a quarter. Ah, that's funny. But anyway, yeah, we were sorting quarters one night and this jumped out. Let me make sure I got everybody up here. And I'm just gonna leave Jenna in because she got one of the big prizes, but this is just one of the in general gift-aways. Too broke to collect coins from all around the world. I think the coolest foreign coin I found was when I found that $2 Australian coin in a brand new park that had just opened like maybe a month or so before, but I found it way down deeper than the top of the park. So I don't know if somebody who was building the park dropped it there or if it got dropped there years ago before that park was ever even thought of. But that was that was one of the coolest coins I found, partially because of where I found it. And so, anyway, that was, let me copy this. Blah, 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 blah. I want to find a decent wheel. Didn't like that one I had last night. Because it wasn't eliminating okay. I think this one I've used before. Again, we are experimenting. Let me bring this up to the screen. It's like everybody wants this one. That was so fun to find this while we were going through the ones from the car wash. What is going on? It's trying to make me download something I don't want, so we're not using this. I gotta get rid of it. So that one's not gonna work. I'll find us another one. There's one that I used to use all the time. And I've kind of, it was on my other computer. Wheel of Names. Why is this doing this to me? Pick a winner from YouTube. Well, I'm just full of problems tonight. Comment picker. Yeah, I think this might be the one I used to use. Yeah, this looks... No, that's the one we tried last night that would not eliminate. This is why I hate not having my other computer. I had everything set up on it, and my brother got me this bigger, badder one, but I have not been able to get everything moved over. And I had to start packing the other one up because I'm going to be moving very soon. So I'm tired of looking for one. We'll find one for tomorrow night. We're just going to do this the old-fashioned way. No, they have William, they have a change machine. Now, here's the deal. I don't carry cash. So, when I'm going to the car wash, my usual routine is I go by the ATM, and the smallest denomination of bill they will give you at the ATM is a $20 bill. So I get my $20 bill, I go over to the car wash, I wash the, and they have a machine there that will give you change up to a $20 bill. So I change I put my $20 bill in, I get my change, and I wash my car and I vacuum the car. And then the quarters that are left over, we bring home and we sort through on camera. So, no, they're not rolled, they're just loose quarters coming out of a machine like you would get if you went to the laundromat or something like that. But the guy doesn't mind because I do wash the car and vacuum the car, and I'm spending money. That's just my change. So that's how that works. Yeah, we're gonna just let the Nightbot draw straws. So until I can figure out what the heck is wrong with me tonight. I just wanted something that had a little more action to it than Nightbot. Nightbot just like immediately um, tells you who won. It doesn't have any like graphics or game or anything per se. So it just has me punch the button, and whoever it says wins it. And that's going to be Jenna again. Jenna, I think you got this rigged, girl. No, that's cool. It's cool. Now, we're not going to let Jenna win anything else tonight. She's already got 2 for 2 here. So, I got one more thing, I think. Jenna's like, what? Now, after we do the Epiphany show, that's when I start mailing all this stuff out. Because that way, if you've got more than one prize in the basket, I can save a little bit of money on the postage portion of the deal. And if anybody would like to contribute for some postage, you can do that in a number of ways. Patreon, Buy Me Coffee, Mark Thomas, Dirt Clod. But wait, there's Mo. Okay, let me see what I got here. We're going to stay on the other side of the pond. But let me update myself here. It's 16. All right. Welcome, Dirt Clyde. Welcome, Mark Thomas. No, it's okay, Jenna. You don't need to send me a second email because I put that in the same envelope with your other one. So I know that they're both yours. I just wrote it on the envelope. So we're good. All right, let me see. Where did I put the... Yeah, like I said, I'm kind of going through it fast tonight because I had a really intense day. So, and tomorrow is the 12th night. So there's going to be some, and then the following day will be Epiphany. So tomorrow and the next one are going to have some bigger, badder things. I got to put that microscope together and see if that works. I also have some silver. I have a Vulcan 360 pinpointer. Yep. This is a Federal Republic of Germany 5 mark, minted in Frankfurt. It's labeled as being brilliant uncirculated, and it certainly looks uncirculated. It's beautiful. So this is like our biggie of the night. Let me see if I can. They always have the coolest eagles. Let's see if I can get with the lights. And there's your reverse. Yeah, this is a very, very nice coin. So we're going to do something a little different. If I can keep control of myself. That coin. Mark Thomas says that coin has my name written on it. Yep, I guess it does. This one's going to make you work a little bit. All right, let me get this. This one's going to make you do a little typing. You need to type hashtag night, NIGHT, into the stream. Says there's 14 of you. Let's see how many of you can follow the instructions. I mean, I do have that age 1 and up thing going tonight. I still think that's one of the funniest things I ever saw on Amazon. I wonder if the person that did that did it to get attention or if it was just a goof. Boy, they're coming in here fast now. Yeah, see, I was collecting German coins for a while, but I kind of lost interest. And I gave away some of my Mexican ones that I wasn't real crazy about. But I mostly collect U.S. and Mexico. I'm going to start collecting Canada once I get back to Michigan because, well, you're really close to Canada and have a better chance at finding things like that. Yep, everybody check your spelling. I don't think it makes any difference if it's upper or lower case, but spelling, I think spelling counts. If you don't spell it right, it can't find it. Yeah, Canada has some really cool coins. And I have picked up quite a number of Canadian collectors when I started collecting Canadian pennies, which I wish I had started way sooner. Had I known they were going to quit making pennies, I probably would have. But I'm anticipating from what my metal detecting friends tell me that you can find some older Canadian coins in parts of Michigan where, you know, boat traffic traveled back and forth across the different rivers and the Great Lakes from Canada to Michigan regularly, as far back as, I know for sure in the 1700s. So um, I decided that when I get up there, I am going to start collecting the Canadians. And yeah, I really like the color coins. I gave away a US one that was done that way the other night, an Iowa coin, but they have like tons of those, all kinds of really beautiful ones in Canada. I have a couple that I have won, and I kept them. Yeah, I've dug several Canadian pennies, especially down in Florida and Georgia, because in the winter, a lot of Canadian people go down there and spend the winter. There was this one park in Pasco County where there's like a mobile home park, big mobile home park there that most of the homes in it are owned by Canadians. They're winter homes, and I found a lot of Canadian pennies in that place. That's kind of what got me thinking I should be saving them. Okay. All ashore that's going ashore. All ashore that's going ashore. We're going to give away. I'm going to take this down for a second. Well, I'm not going to take it down, but that's the reverse. Let me get it back over here on the, and we got our Special Angel Archaeology Mikey 007 up in the corner, keeping an eye on things, making sure nobody's cheating. I miss that little stinker. Oh, I miss him. All right, so let's bring this back up here. Yeah, that's a beautiful coin right there. That's why I kind of saved it, because I wanted the last 3 days of this to be there might not be as many prizes, but there's some really cool stuff. All right, we're getting ready to go. Hit the button. Ready, set. Kevin, who says he never wins. Kevin says he never wins. Well, by golly, when he does win, he wins big. I think it's kind of a go big or go home kind of situation. Oh, and I found a bag with some of my channel stickers in it. There's not a whole lot, but so some of you may find a channel sticker in with your package. So, Cheeseburger Mikey and his children fingers. Yep. That's why I miss him. He was so funny. All right. Gotta put a tag on there. Oops. Where are my envelopes? I just had them. I'm a mess. There they are. Well, thank you, Patty. You don't have one of my stickers, Patty? I'll make sure you get one. I'm about to get some new ones made when I move to Michigan. Yeah, Mikey was such a character. Yeah, he was really something. And the thing is, once he learned something about a coin, he would never forget it. And you could be in the stream and say, I don't know about blah blah blah, and he could tell you right off the top of his head. And I don't know how many I have, but I will try to get stickers to the people that I know don't have one. Like I said, I'm going to get some more done, but not until I go to Michigan, because I'm going to change my design a little bit. And I didn't know I even had these. I thought I used all these up. And then I found this little package. It has maybe 5 or 6 of them in it. So, anywho, I did find them. I wish I had found them when I sent the Christmas cards out, but I didn't. I found some more. I got so much stuff to put in the eBay store. And we're going to do a little salute here to my boy. That was our boy, Mr. Mikey, and his cheeseburger. All right. Trying to remember, I have a friend that lives near that same area, Patty. I'm just trying to think of the name of the town he lives in. One of my musician friends. But I know he lives near Dallas. I just can't think of the name of it. Burleson. My friend Scott lives in Burleson, Texas, which I guess that's pretty far from Dallas. I don't know where Burleson is. And then I have another friend that lives in Hallsville, Texas. And that's Dawn, the metal detectorist, and we need to keep praying for her. She had a very bad fall and broke a number of bones just like a week after her dad passed away. So she's having a real bad time. So if y'all could keep Dawn in your thoughts. She was originally going to be a co-host on this channel, and then something, things happened. I got sick, and then her dad was diagnosed with cancer, and uh, then one of my very best friends lives in Austin. I have a couple friends in Austin. So I used to live in Texas. I lived in a little town that refused to submit to the horrors of being part of Houston. It was surrounded on three sides by Houston, but it was its own independent little town called Jacinto City. And it was about 2 miles by 2 miles. It was just a little square. But the coolest thing about it, this is a good one of my stories. I moved down there because I was supposed to go to work. This was back in the late 80s, early 90s. I was supposed to go to work for Exxon. And I thought, oh, I'm going to make big money. Good night, Annabelle. Thank you for coming. We love you. Anyway, I was supposed to start this big high paying job, and I sold everything except what I could fit in the rafters of my friend's garage and the back of my Suburban. And I went down there, and I get to the exit for Jacinto City, and I get off, and all the street names were like related to my hometown in Iowa. And I pulled up to this one stop sign, and it was like the corner of Munn, Munn, and Muscatine. And I'm like, what the heck? Yeah, I was just baffled and confused because there's no other place in the whole country called Muscatine except Muscatine, Iowa. So anyway, I went on to my friend's house, and I got there on a Thursday. I was supposed to start my job on Monday, and I called them on Friday to tell them I had arrived because there was no cell phones or anything like that then. And I was informed very abruptly that they had put a hiring freeze in place that morning, and since I had not started the job yet, I didn't have a job. So I had just driven from Florida to Texas for nothing. Now I got no job. I got nothing. So anyway, I went down to the library to basically try to feel out the area and see if there was something else I could get a job doing. And while I was there, I asked the librarian about these unusual street names, and she told me that this little town had been founded by a gentleman named Samuel Munn, Munn, like the street I had just passed, and that's a real common name in Muscatine County, Iowa. And he had brought a bunch of people down there and founded this little town, and this was like, Houston was considered a day trip back in the 1800s. But anyway, so it turned out that the town that I ended up in was founded by somebody from the town I was born in. And I never did find a decent job there, but I did find a place that I spent a lot of time and created my own job. I found one of the biggest genealogy libraries in the United States. I think it's like the fourth or fifth largest one. And that's where I started doing family history, and I ended up doing that for a living. So I guess I landed there for a reason, but it was so strange to run into those names in a town that I basically got stranded in. Oh, this is just a penny. Has no, well, actually, pennies are worth 3 cents now. So, anyway, gang, I'm gonna go for tonight. I know I'm not being very jolly, but I'm having a little problem with my my AFib tonight, and I haven't taken my meds yet. So I'm gonna go do that now. Tomorrow, those of you who are familiar with the old days of my channel, we're gonna play. Assuming that I feel well enough, we're going to play some cats and dogs. We always have a good time when we play cats and dogs, and I'll explain the whole thing tomorrow. And we're going to have some nicer prizes. Yeah, there's going to be some silver involved, and if I can get this microscope put together and make sure it works, even though it is slightly used, it's still a viable tool. So we got some stuff either tonight or tomorrow night or on the Epiphany. We're going to give away that last pinpointer. Yeah, we got some stuff happening. Sorry, the guy at the, I told you about that guy at the silver store. He's crazy. Oh, I want to show you my earrings that I made for me. Just 'cause. The kitties sitting on the moon. Moon cats. Moon kitties. There's my little kitties. I like them. It's not picking up the texture of the moon. It's a lighting issue. That's a little better. But yeah, I made those for me. Yeah, cats and dogs is fun. And we haven't done it for a long time. So I found the bag with the cats and dogs cards in it. So I thought that might be some fun. I enjoy playing the cats and dogs ones because it brings out some of the funniest comments. So I'm going to try to come on at 6:30. That seems to be, I've been trying a little bit different times. So I'm going to try, but I'll have to see what happens in the morning with all these other things I have to get done. Yeah, we do have a good time with the cats and dogs, especially when after I put the old maid in there, the cat lady. Then it got much more interesting after the cat lady got in the sack. Just to get you all fired up for the idea of cats and dogs. phone for a while. Oh, about ripped my hand off, put my hand in that bag. It's a funny game. All right, guys. Thank y'all so much for coming. I'm going to go take my meds and hit my beds. And I'll see y'all tomorrow for day number 12, the 12th night. Cogs. There you go, Mike. It's Cogs. I still think, who was it used to put all the, name all the strange, Big Country. Big Country used to, you'd ask him cats or dogs, and he'd say dinosaur or octopus or hippo. He was always picking some animal that did not exist in the game. And it was usually some weird one, too. A sloth or something. All right, everybody. Try and hit the like and subscribe and watch some videos and check and see if it'll let you watch number 10. It says it's blocked worldwide. So, who knows? Good night, everybody.